Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. I'm gonna first start off saying I apologize for the lack of videos as of recent. My life has just been incredibly busy. The middle kind of like 2 weeks of May are just like always the busiest weeks of the year for me, just like for life things. So I apologize. But we're here, and there's another video on the channel, so yay! So recently, Jack Fed did a live stream where he made this whole thing of Drag Race versus, and a ranking for it. So we're gonna do our own little ranking of Drag Race versus here today. I did fudge with the tiers. So I'll go through those real quick. I changed it to a standard like S and then A, B, C, D kind of F order. And then I added a little fun quips to kind of describe the categories. Um, S is for She Done Already Done Had Verses. Honestly, that one really doesn't describe it. I just thought it was funny. But I mean, S is obviously it is the best. It is the supreme. It is what every single verse on Drag Race aspires to be. And then we have the A tier, which is "And May the Best Drag Queen Win," aka verses that are solid, could have won a challenge, or maybe, we're in the top for one, or I feel like should have been the top for one. There's solid verses. The B tier is titled "But You're Here, so are you," meaning that that because this verse is here, it means that it is worthy. It is a solid verse. It's not one of the best verses, but it is satisfactory. It fills the job and it goes a little bit beyond that. The C tier is titled "Choices." Now, choices might be slightly too harsh for the tier, but it really is, it's still an okay verse. But there were choices that were made that were questionable or make it maybe a little bit worse than average, potentially. The D tier is "Don't get bitter, just get better." It's not god awful terrible, but it's not good and should stop being bitter and get better. And with another quote relating to Alyssa Edwards, the F tier is called "Fuck You, Alyssa." This tier, we don't like the verses in this tier. The verses in this tier, I might not even speak about. I might just put it there and be like, there you go, have fun, live your life. So yeah, let's get started. Alrighty, so we are just going to be going like straight through the list here, starting with Reggie Rochu and then going down. There will be points where I will like stop and I will listen to the song again, or to maybe for a couple of them for the first time, because like let's like what is the one that I was thinking of? Portento. I have not heard. I do not know this. I do not know it at all. Um, and the "I Will Survive" from Thailand. I know I've heard it. Like I've heard at least one of the verses before, but like I haven't like actually heard it. So there are some that I need to listen to for the first time, and some I need to go back and listen to, like the Divas Challenge from España Season 1. I've seen it a couple times, but to ask me to remember literally any of the verses besides Arancha's is just like wishful thinking. So, um, yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? Um, Starting with Reggie Rochu. Okay, I mean, these all could be an S tier for different reasons. I mean, oh god. Okay, just like looking at it objectively, I think Katya just immediately deserves to be an S tier. I mean, it is iconic. Every single line hits. It's so good. Yekaterina Petrovna Zamolodchikova. Like the start of it is just so good, and she stays in the accent the whole time, and it's really just amazing. I think I think Alaska and Detox both deserve A tier. I think they do. Because like they're both like also amazing verses that like are like I mean truly you cannot complain about. But like I do think Katya's is like my favorite, and I would absolutely deem is better than Alaska's and Detox's. So I'm gonna put them in A tier. Now just looking at it objectively, okay, so like Roxy's verse is iconic. but it's not iconic because it's like the best verse of all time. It's kind of iconic because of it's not because it's bad, because it's not bad either, but it was just I think it had to grow on people almost. I don't know if it goes in B or C. I don't think it can go in D because it's genuinely not the worst. Like I think looking at all Drag Race verses, I mean it might be in like the C tier, maybe in the bottom half, but it's not like again, it's not bad. You know, I'm just gonna give it to B because it's just iconic. Even though it's probably, in terms of like actual like songwriting, probably the worst verse out of the four for Reggie Wrote You. Okay, for Queens Everywhere. Ooh, this is hard. I think I'm gonna put Evie in the top of like S tier. I think she deserves it. She did a great job with her verse. It is so good. See, now the tricky part of this is Miss Vanjie's verse is so good. It's like her verse is actually great in my opinion, but she doesn't like perform it well. So I don't know how much I should be like counting like the performances of the verses into this. What is this called? Every Drag Race verse tier list maker. Okay, so it's just called the verse tier list maker. So like, I don't know, maybe that just goes by verse? I don't know. I feel okay. I feel okay judging it like that. Um, I think okay. I'm gonna put Akira and Miss Vanjie. Nope, I did not mean to get Jackie out of there. Let's put, no, not Cheryl. I'm gonna put Vanessa Vanjie Mateo and Akira Chanel Davenport in A tier. I love their verses. Akira's is so solid. It's just a solid Drag Race verse all around. You really cannot complain about it. And also Miss Vanjie's is too. I think I'm gonna put Brooke and Silky. Ooh, see, this is also one where I like, I think I'm going to put them both in B. They're really both good tiers. We're really filling up the top of this chart starting off, but I mean, I know there are songs later we're going to get to where it's like, okay, they deserve bottom half. And I mean, really, realistically, maybe only a handful of verses are actually going to be in the F tier. I expect the C tier and the C tier to get filled out pretty decently, and the D tier as well. Um, the F tier I actually really don't expect to be filled out that much. Um, Speaking of C tier, Crystal goes in C tier, I would say. Her verse is like, I don't know, it's fine. Actually, ooh, maybe it's a D tier. Honestly, okay. Here's just what I'm feeling for Breakup Bye Bye, and I'm gonna let my soul guide me, and I will explain myself in a second. Oh, wait, no, that's not who I meant to put there. That's where my soul guides me with Breakup Bye Bye. I'm just gonna start from the top and go to the bottom. Okay, so Bag of Chips and Davina both have like amazing verses. Bag of Chips verse is maybe one of my favorite verses of like all time. It is so, so good. Oh, should I be ranking them within the tiers too? I might. I might be doing that. Baga's verse is so fucking good in Break Up Bye Bye. It is amazing. It fits her to a T. Every single thing is a punchline, is a joke, is a reference, and it makes sense, and it makes sense as lyrics, and it's all amazing. I have no complaints. And Davina hits those fucking high notes. Her verse is also super good. Again, no complaints. I mean, and also like for going down to A tier for Blue, literally the only complaint I have is that she rhymes home with home like 3 times, which isn't even that big of a deal, honestly. So like, I don't like, they all do so good. Cheryl, I think, does a pretty solid standard job. Like, I get the same feelings I get hearing Cheryl's as I do like Brooke's verse from Queens Everywhere. Like, it fits the criteria of like a drag race verse and is done a bit better than expected. It's not basic. It's not like basic fitting into that. It's like it fits the standard drag race verse criteria, but it also fits like the person's drag and it makes sense. It doesn't exceed and it doesn't make me go like, "Oh, wow," but it makes me go like, "Oh, all right, that fits and it makes sense and I like it." I really don't like the Vivian's verse in this. Because, like, at least with Crystals, I can actually remember lines off the top of my head. The Vivians, I just remember saying, like, "I'm the Vivian," and it's like, I don't okay. "Alright, pop off gal." Like, I don't know. It's not really for me, personally. Okay, To the Moon. This one's since it was towards the beginning, I literally just listened to it right before I started recording this, because I hadn't heard it in a while. Um, I think I mean, it's not stellar. I think I would personally put Baga's verse in B and Davina's and Vivian's in C. Like, they're all very average Drag Race verses. I feel like Baga's I immediately had a more favorable reaction to than the other two, but there's really nothing I can fault that bad with Davina's and Vivian's, so I feel like it'd be unfair to place them anywhere. I think it's only fitting to place them in C, where it's like, it's fine. Maybe there's some choices that should have been changed, but they're fine verses. And since Baga's, I think, is a little better, I think it makes sense to put Baga in the B tier for it. Now, I'm That Bitch. Ooh, God, this is hard because they're literally all good verses. I really don't have many complaints about any of them. Okay. Looking at all of these and trying to see what my least favorites are, honestly, I think Crystals might be my least favorite, which is like not that bad considering that I think I'm putting her in B tier. Like it fits the criteria of a Drag Race verse. It fits Crystal and like her character and her drag. Like, and it makes sense to me. I think I think I might put Britta. Wait, no. Let me see, because like okay, so like Britta, I feel like kind of fits similar criteria as Crystals, but she also kind of goes more deeper with the rap portion of it, and it feels and it really fits the vibe of I'm That Bitch. Like her verse, I think, and Widows really do fit the vibe of like, oh, I'm that bitch. Like, and so I respect that. Um, I think. I think I'm gonna put Nikki Doll along with Crystal, but I think hers is higher, and I guess I don't know. I'll probably order them in tiers at the end, and I'll make decisions later. I think is what I'm gonna do. But I think it's similar levels to me, where I just like it fits her vibe. I get it. I kind of wish there was slightly more, but it's still really good. I think I'm gonna put Widow, I think, in S tier. And I think I'm gonna put everybody else in A. That just feels right to me. Because I mean, it's really one of the best, like, songs of Drag Race, I feel like, of, like, the remixes. So I really feel like it only makes sense to do this. Because all these five do super well with their verse and in the challenge. And I mean, obviously, Widow's a standout. She fucking kills that shit. So I think it makes sense. Um, You Don't Know Me. I'm gonna put Jade as an A. It's so good. It fits the vibe. It makes sense. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Jan's in B because I feel like it's my second favorite of the verses, and it's slightly too much. Who knows? Actually, maybe the way I'm actually describing it makes it sound like it should be in choices, but I feel like it's good enough to be in B, so I'm gonna put it in B. Um, Personally, I'm gonna put Aiden's in choices. And Rock'em Sakura's and Dahliason's in D. I know people are going to be upset that I'm putting Rock'em's in D, but like that's how I feel. Like I feel like it is confusing. This one I also listened to like a little bit before I did this, just to like remind myself what the words were, because I could only really remember Jada's and Jan's verses pretty well off the top of my head, which I feel like is already kind of saying something. But Rockham's just it felt disjointed, and I was just like, "Wait, what?" Like, I didn't get it. Or I mean, I get it, but it didn't click with me like I kind of thought it might. And Aiden's like I understand the character and what she's trying to do. She's kind of like speaking and acting almost like an old Hollywood like noir film almost, which is kind of like her aesthetic. So like I get it, but I do think there were some choices in the way that she presented that, and it could have done better. But like I get the perspective. Whereas I feel like Dahlia just didn't do enough, and Rockham's perspective was a bit all over the place for me. Okay, the Vegas challenge, I think, okay, I feel like, oh God, okay, so I think, I really, their verses are so short in this, and like, it's really just like, yeah, they're so short, and they just aren't enough for me. And I'm just counting the verses with this. If we're counting like the full performances in the challenge, I feel like this would be different. But I think I'm gonna put Gigi and Jackie in B, and Crystal and Jada in C. That is how I feel. Because like, okay, so I feel like Gigi and Jackie did the best in this challenge. At least for me, that was like pretty clear. Like like Jackie's verse, it fits. Again, it fits. She has, like ek, do, se, char in the background of all of them. And Gigi's singing voice is really good, and her verse is super clear. And I feel like their perspectives for their verses shown in each of them, and they make sense, and I like them. Crystal's and Jada's, they don't necessarily fit the vibe of the song as much. I mean, they're still like fine verses, but like it feels like the perspective was slightly lost along the way of what the goal was. So I feel like it makes sense to put them in choices, but they would probably be on the higher end of choices for me. Okay, I'm in love. Okay, we're gonna start with some of our bottom contestants here. I think okay. Okay. See, okay, so looking at this, okay, okay. Looking at this trio of India Farah, Mariah Perez Balenciaga, and Angina, I, I, I'm really oscillating between putting which ones to put in D and which ones to put in F. I feel like, I feel like there's an argument to be made for putting them all in F. Not gonna lie, but oh God, but I don't want to give favor to India Farah. Uh, I okay. I'm gonna put Angina's in F tier. I'm gonna put India's in D tier, and I'm gonna put Mariah's in F tier. That's just how. Okay, that's how I feel about it. Because like India didn't do a good job, but I thought there were more fun references in her verse that were like slightly different. Like she makes an "I feel very attacked" reference, which is like doesn't really fit, but is also kind of funny. If she did it well, she did it well, it would have been funny, but she didn't do it well. And I also mm, no, okay, I'm actually putting her in F. She is my favorite out of these three, I would say. But like, I really, these verses are just not good at all, in my opinion. Um, Now the rest of these are actually super solid. I'm gonna put Shays in S. I feel like it deserves it. I mean, she fully bodies the challenge. Um, hmm. Would I be crazy to put literally everybody else in B tier from this challenge? Because that's honestly, I think, how I feel right now. Is they all deserve B tier because they all have perspective with like who they're going for, and they all make sense, and they all are kind of funny, and like, or maybe they go in like A tier. Honestly, I'm not sure. Oof, 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 oof. Okay, I'm just gonna like read through my soul right now, and I'm gonna say that Jujubes goes in B, Miss Crackers goes in A, Mayhems goes in A, um, Blair's goes in B, and Alexis Mateos goes in B. That's how I feel at this very moment. That's just what my soul is reading. I really liked thinking about it. I loved Miss Cracker's verse. She sings so well on it, and the Rocky references all make sense. And choosing Mr. Rogers is such a good fucking shout, and it's funny, and it kind of fits like the really funny version of the verse a little bit better than Blair's in my opinion, so that's why Blair's in B. And I think looking at the lyrics and stuff, I think Alexis's and Jujubee's are slightly more basic than these two, but they're all very similar, and these are would probably be towards the very top of the B tier. Okay, I'm going to clap back. So, oh God. I think all these verses are very hindered by the fact that this song was not mixed well, and the fact that it just the way that the song is structured, it doesn't allow for the best of verses to be made. So I'm gonna say JJB's in D tier. I'm gonna say Miss Crackers is in C tier. I'm gonna say Shays is in C tier. I do think Jujubee's is the worst, but again, but it's not like so much worse than like Shay's in my opinion. Ms. Crackers is my favorite. You can understand what she's saying, and also you can like her lyrics is the most like clear perspective going on with them. Like because like Shay's phrase, it's like be careful. What does she say? Like be careful when you're talking to me. I'm the queen or something, and it's like okay, well that kind of means like I like, okay, be careful when you're talking to me, but like, what does that actually mean? You know what I mean? Like, that just like, that doesn't like, this is like, like, tell me much. Like, Miss Cracker's verse is more lyrics of like, oh, to all the fans who love us, you what we live for, see you on the Clapback World Tour. And it's like, okay, that's just a sentence that makes sense. That is telling you something. But be careful who you're talking to. I'm the queen. Like it's like okay, that why are we kind of being mysterious? You know what I mean? I appreciate more lyrics with a clear perspective and goal in mind that are setting out to like make a joke or make a statement. And I feel like Miss Cracker's lyrics do that for me better than Shay's and Jujubee's, but realistically they're all kind of similar to me, and they're none of them are great. Okay, not Sorry Booted is next, which is crazy. Okay, where's Lemon? There's Lemon. Lemon's going in S tier. She deserves it. She really kills this challenge. Which is weird because Priyanka won it originally when Lemon should have won it. They should have swapped their challenge wins. Speaking of Priyanka, she's going in A tier for this verse. Um, oh god, should I put... what should I put Miss Tainomi? I'm the queen, I'm Miss Tainomi. When I'm on stage, I'm Miss Tainomi. That's not the actual words, but it's so fucking funny to me, that fucking edit. I think it's a Jordan T edit where it's just fucking keeps, she just fucking keeps saying, I'm the queen, I'm Miss Tainomi. When I'm on the stage, I'm Miss Tainomi. It's so stupid. Um, Oh my god, I don't know where they belong. Because, like, okay, so looking at the verses, Tainomi's, Anastasia's, and Alona's are all ones that I'm considering in, like, the D to F range. Um, for the moment, let's do some of the others. Scarlett's is super good. Or, maybe not super good, but it's pretty good, if I remember. Um, I think Scarlett's and Rita's and Kiara's, um, are the ones that deserve to be B tier. I feel like they all make sense. They're all better than the rest here. Bo is actually good too, because yeah, she's Scarlet. Bobo, look, sorry, no, looking like a clown in his shoulder in the promo. Like, yeah, okay, I like it. Yeah, she goes B tier too. Um, I'm gonna put Jimbo's in C. This feels like that feels like Jimbo favoritism to me almost, but I really feel like these are worse. Um, but yeah, like she didn't perform well. If we're because we're not again, we're not going on like challenge performance. We're going on the verse and the lyrics and the way it's like sung. Um, God. Okay, I think I made my decision. I think Alona and Tainomi deserve D tier and Anastasia deserves F tier. I'm sorry, Anastasia. It's just I'm thinking more about it and thinking of Anastasia's lyrics of like, oh my god, what does she say? She says like, no, all cat, like she says like all cat no mouse regarding something, and then she says like, and then she says she's gonna beat her meat, and then something else. And it feels very disjointed and it's confusing. Whereas like I don't remember feeling as terribly confused by Alona's and Tainomi's, just feeling underwhelmed. You know what I mean? That's my verdict. There I go. Um Category is, oh god. Uh I'm gonna put Trinity the Tuck in C tier. I need to stop gritting my teeth and saying those words like that because I don't know if you can hear it, but I assume you can. But like, it's like, yeah, I really don't like her verse. I just genuinely don't like it at all. Not at all. That's so harsh. That I did not mean that comment as harsh because I did put it in C tier because I think it deserves C tier. But it's again, it's not like I really am not that big of a fan of it. It kind of pales in comparison to the rest of the verses here. And speaking of these verses, we're gonna put Shay back in S tier again for her verse here. I think it's really good. I think it deserves it. Um, I'm gonna put Peppermint and Sasha in A tier. I think they're so good. This is like the fact that this is one of the first like remix challenges and they do this with it is crazy to me. They do amazing. I really think they deserve it there. Oh god, You Wear It Well versus. Uh, my favorite is Scarlet Bobo's. It's genuine. Hers is my genuine favorite. But none of these verses are bad. I think I'm gonna put Scarlet's in A, and I'm gonna put Priyanka's and Rita's in B. I feel like that's fair because I really do like Scarlet's better than the other two, but none of them are bad. So I feel like that's just it. That's just what makes sense to do. Congratulations versus. Oof. Let's get to these. Um. Oh God. Do any of these deserve S tier? I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna put Gomix in D. I don't know why I want to start with there. That's just where I'm starting. I think it deserves it. Um, I'm gonna put Lala's in C. I'm gonna explain these later. I just need to like delve into my soul and come up with my conclusion. Oh God. I think Candies goes in D too. I'm gonna put Tina Burners in C. I feel like everyone's gonna hate that. I'm gonna put Elliot's in D too, and then I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Olivia's in B, and I'm gonna put Simone's in B too. I think. God, I don't. This song is weird. I really don't feel like any of the verses are that exceptional. I mean, obviously, like Olivia's verse, I feel like fits. She talked about her playing the piano, and it's a singing version of the verse, and she sings it very well. It makes sense. Simone's has the attitude of has like the Simone-isms in it all the way throughout. It makes sense. Um, I feel like okay, so explaining my positioning for Tina Burner and C, I feel like people will want me to put her lower, but like she just like with her rapping, it's too much rapping. She says too much. But like in actuality, she didn't do like the worst job in the world. And I have more clear my critiques with her is that it's just like too much. And that's really the critique? Like too much is a very vague critique. And like looking at Lala's, it's like I don't know. I just wish it was more. I don't know. I wish there was more of something, but I honestly don't know what the something is for Lala's, which is kind of like a shady fucking comment to be like, I want more, but I don't know what I want. That's annoying of me, but that's how I feel. Looking at Got Mixed Candies and Elliot's. Um, Elliot uses actually no, I should probably put Elliot in an F tier because like while actually like how it's sung and how it's spoken, Elliot's verse isn't is actually probably like C tier, I would say, or maybe B, honestly. The language that she uses in it, some of the language is not good, and it makes it kind of just like an uncomfortable listen to me in general. Gummies and candies are just not great. A candy tries to fit too much, but it doesn't come across in a Tina Burner way, like where it's like, okay, this is too much, but it's like I can kind of manage what's happening. I cannot like even though Tina's is faster, I can still manage Tina's in my brain. I cannot manage candies. And Gomix is just it it it. It's also more sing-songy, but it's just not that good. Yeah, Comics Verse just doesn't do it for me. It's just not enough. I need her to say more. I need her to come in with better vocals, with better perspective, with better performance. I just need more. I need more from Gomic. And ironic considering that she lost the Gimme More lip sync. But you know. Okay, looking at Phenomenon. Oh my god, we've still so many left. I'm gonna have to split this into like two parts for sure. Where should I split it off at? How many do we have up here? We have a decent chunk up here. I'll split it off at like what have I listened to? We'll split it off at like buy flop. Yeah, we'll split it off there, I think. That'll make sense, right? Let's see. Does that no, actually I should probably split it off later. We'll split it after we'll split it after Catwalk. I feel like that'll work. Yeah, we'll split it after Catwalk. We'll get there. We'll get there, I swear. Um let's run through my feelings really quick. Okay, Phenomenon. I think Denali deserves an A tier or S tier for her performance. Rose, I'm gonna give an A. I'm gonna give an A to Tamisha as well. Utica's gonna get a B. Kamora is gonna get a C, and Joey J is gonna get a C. Okay, Ellie Diamond. Ooh, wait. Okay, so looking at the Banana Drama UK Hun, Sister Sister is my favorite, and Tia Coffee is like really close behind. I'm gonna put him in B. This might be controversial for Sister Sister to be put in B tier for this, but I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna put Ellie's in D. I'm gonna put Joe's in C. Sister's vocals are actually like good, and like her verse almost means nothing but in a funny way to me, where it's like, she's essentially talking like she's gonna pull up the car and her girlfriends are gonna go, do whatever. That's like her verse. But I like it. I also really have a soft spot for Sister Sister. I love her so much. This could be a whole video of my standing of Sister Sister, but we'll get to that. Tia does kind of I'd say probably objectively the best in the group, but Sister Sister's vocals are clear, it makes sense. And in comparison to Joe's and Ellie's, really stands out as like not that bad. Okay. I'm gonna put Lawrence Chaney's in B, but it's more at the top of B than the other ones. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Taste as an S. Wait, come on. I can't scroll. Why doesn't it let me scroll up? No. Come on, scroll. My mouse is so bad. Taste is gonna go an S. I think Bimini's gonna go an A. And then Horror is gonna go an A. That's how I feel. A little bit of love. Oh god, we could put them all at the bottom, honestly. Oh god. Okay, actually Tastes is not that bad. I'm gonna put Taste in B. I'm gonna let Ellie join herself. I'm gonna put Bimini in C and Lawrence Chaney in D. Okay, Lucky. Here's the verse I fucking wanted from Gottmik earlier. Also, no, that's not where I meant to put it. What the fuck? It just fucking slotted in there. This is going in S tier. I fucking love this verse from Gottmik. It's so good. Ooh, and then the other three do really good too. Oh shit. I'm gonna put them all in A. That's how I feel. This song is actually so good. It's so amazing. They all deserve it. Fuck it, we ball. Okay, next up. Queens Down Under. Oh god. I'm gonna give Electroshock an A tier. I feel like y'all should say should put Karen from Finance in F tier. Actually, no, I actually am gonna put Karen from Finance in F tier. I was like, I'm not, but then I was like, wait, maybe she deserves it. Oh god, then that means probably I'm gonna put Coco and Maxi in F tier as well. Is that shady? This might be too shady, but whatever. I'll live with the consequences of my actions. Okay. Oh god, that changed time with Winter Baby. I'm like, wait, why is there two Karen from Finances? I was supposed to go crazy about that. Anita's is also an A tier, I would say. I'm gonna put Kita's in B along with etc. I was about to call her Electra for some reason. Scarlett's. Oh god. Oh yeah, hers is like. Ugh. I mean, she's objectively a bad person, but like just because they're objectively like shitty, like if they do shitty things in their verses that give an excuse to put them in F tier, like I'm gonna do it. Oh wait, shit, these need to go at the end. Fuck. I can't be putting them on the sides like that. But like objectively, I feel like she's a C tier. That's how I feel. I'm actually gonna skip I'm a Winner Baby really quick because I did not listen to that before this. Drag Up Your Life. Okay. I feel like Ben de la Creme should get an A tier here. Shangela's gonna get a C. BB's gonna get an A. Trixie's gonna get an A. Kennedy's gonna get a C. Okay, Show Up Queen. Pandora's is gonna go in D. Trinity's is gonna go in S, I think. I need to get a new mouse. The scroll wheel doesn't work that well. Okay, yeah, she's gonna go in S. I'm gonna put Kylie in A. Jan is gonna go in C. Roger's gonna go in A. I'm gonna put Ginger Minj and Eureka in B. This is our country. I'm gonna put Kylie in A. I'm gonna put Raja in B. I'm gonna put Ginger and Eureka in C. BDE is an interesting one. I'm gonna put Scarlet Harlot in F. Crystal's gonna go in C. Kitty Scott Claus is gonna go in B. And Charity Case is also gonna go in C. River is gonna go in A. Move River up. Let's see. Choriza's gonna go in. Vanity's gonna go in A. And I'm gonna put Ella and Choriza in B. What's next? Biflop. Biflop. Just cause it's glitter don't make it gold. Oh my god, why are they red? I am gonna put Kendall Jenner in F tier. Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna put Eve 6000 in D tier. I think I might also put Kimura more in D tier. Okay, I'm gonna put Geometric in B. I'm gonna put Isis Couture in B. I'm gonna put Pythia in B. I'm gonna put Cynthia Kiss in B. And I'm gonna put Adriana in A. That's how I feel about it. I don't like that there's 4 Bs for this, but I really feel like it's a pretty B tier song in general. That's such like a shady fucking thing to say, I feel like. Okay, what's next? Hey Says It's Christmas. Okay. I feel like Ella Day and Crystal Versace both get an A tier, and Kitty Scott Claus gets a B tier. Let me just shove them all up here so that I can get them all up to their designated locations. Let's see. Queen of the North. Ooh, shit. Kendall Jenner's gonna go in S tier. That's crazy that she's in S tier and F tier for this fucking ranking, but she fucking kills it on Queen of the North. Oh wait, shit. Oh fuck, where did she was here. Okay. I was like, shit, where did I take Crystal from? And Isis is gonna go in. I think Isis will go in A, and then Bethia will go in B. That feels right. Let's move them up there. God, I keep doing that fucking thing with my mouse. Come on. Okay. Oh, Bad Boy Baby. Okay, this whole group is gonna go in S. The whole group. All 3 of them. They all deserve it. They all did amazing. All get an S tier. Congratulations. You are the winners. Okay. Oh, shit. I think Angeria deserves a B for sure. And who's Deja, I think, deserves a B. I think Georges deserves an F. I really do. Okay. Okay, this might be, I don't know. This is how I'm feeling at this very moment. At this very moment, I think Carrie Colby deserves a C, and I think Jasmine and Lady Camden both get a D. Living My Life in London. Okay, Monique Hart's gonna go in S tier. That's like not even a question for me. She fucking kills it on this track. I think Blues Verse is pretty damn solid. It might go in A tier for me. Okay, Bagas I think is gonna go in C along with Jujubes. Janie's is gonna go in D. Blues is gonna go in A. There we have it. No questions. Not allowed to ask any. Okay, Catwalk. Last one I'm gonna do for now. Okay. I think Diabetes just goes in A for sure. And then honestly, after that... Okay, Willow Pill's verse, I think, is actually A tier. Her performance wasn't as great in the challenge, but she's gonna go in A tier. And I think literally everybody else deserves B tier. All 3 of them. Great. God, should I listen to I'm a Winner Baby really quick? I know Art Simone's, if I remember, I remember actually being kind of good, but like the rest of them were just like just fine. So, okay, I'll listen to it really quick and I will come back with my conclusion on this. And I will give any other needed context I want to give for the rest of these. Okay, so I just listened to I'm a Winner Baby. Karen from Finance goes in F tier, Scarlett goes in D tier, Ketamine goes in C tier, and Art Simone goes in B tier. And I think that's, yeah, I think that's it. Is there anything else I wanted to mention really quick? I don't think so. Maybe there might have been. Scrolling through some of these more recent ones to see if I have any actual opinions that I want to name out loud. I honestly think I might have covered everything. I do actually want to clarify. Where was it? Because where was it? Oh, Raja's This Is Our Country. Even though I decided to put Kylie's in A tier and Raja's in B tier, I do think Raja's is only slightly worse than Kylie's, and if I were to rank these in terms of orders within the tiers, Raja's would definitely be, I would say, top 5 of the tier. That's the only one that I know for an absolute fact would that I've put in there since I like started speeding through would be like within the top of the tier. There might be some others, but I just haven't realized yet because I haven't actually like taken the time to like think about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this video. I really hope the audio records on this because I've been having issues with that lately where my mic just doesn't work. So if you're hearing me right now, God bless you. And let's hope that I don't have to refilm all this 50 minutes and currently 36 seconds of footage. That would make me cry. But again, thank you all so much for watching. Please, well, look out for a part 2 of this because I am obviously going to keep doing this. Why wouldn't I? I'm obviously going to finish it out. I'm not a fucking loser. So yeah, again, thank you all so much for watching. I don't know why I said it like that. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your thoughts, feelings, opinions down below. Tell me what your favorite Drag Race verse is. Tell me what your least favorite Drag Race verse is. Tell me all of that shit. So again, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, take care. Bye-bye.